Hello everyone, my name is Dinda Celine with student ID 2025-32002. And now I want to explain my project Excel. The first is middle value. To get the middle value, the value is taken from the sum of the lower class value and the upper class value, then multiplied by half. And to get a value on the next line, we use this cursor as a tool. And the next is mid value times frequency. The value is taken from the mean value itself and multiplied by frequency value. And to get the next value to the next line, we use this cursor as a tool. The next is column of U or step deviation. To get the deviation step value, we look at the highest value in the frequency column, then place number 0 parallel to the highest value at the frequency in the deviation step column. Then for the row before 0, we give a minus or negative number, and for a row after 0, we give a positive number. The next is frequency times step deviation. For this value, we multiply it by the frequency as in the title. The result is obtained from multiplying the frequency column by the step deviation column. And to get the next number to next line, we use this cursor as a tool. For the next table is searching for value of mean. To get the mean value, there are two ways, which is the first is by dividing the total of the mid value times frequency row by the total of frequency row. This is the result of dividing the mid value times frequency row. And then the second is with a scale, where the value is obtained by multiplying the class width by the average U, then adding the result to x0. Then next, to get the median value, we have to determine the value of median class, lower edge, frequency cumulative, and median apparent frequency. For the median class value, it is obtained from the value of n divided by 2. And the lower limit value is obtained from the lower class by using the frequency column as determinant whose value is close to the median class. If we look at the auxiliary table, the value obtained is 28. Then we subtract that value by 0.5. Then for the cumulative frequency value is obtained from the cumulative frequency column, the value of which is parallel to the 0 value in the deviation step. And the last is the median class frequency, this is obtained from the frequency column in the form table. So after getting all the values that were earlier, we get the median value from the sum of the subtraction of median class value from the cumulative frequency, which has been divided by the median class frequency value, then multiplied by the class width value. Then to get the mode value, the first thing to do is determine the value of the lower edge of D1 and D2. For the lower edge value obtained from the lower class, whose value is parallel to 0, which is in the step deviation column, then the value is reduced by 0.5. For D1, this is obtained from the difference in frequency between the model class and the previous class. And for the D2, this is obtained from the difference in frequency between the model class and the class after it. And value of C, which is with class from this. After getting all of the existing value, we will use the lower edge value formula, this is added to the result of dividing the values D1 with the difference between D1 plus D2. Then the result is multiplied by the class width. The next is quartile. To find the quartile value, where I was assigned to find the value of the third quartile, that is, we have to find the value of the quartile class, the lower edge, the frequency before, and the frequency. For the quartile class value, this is obtained by multiplying 3 quarters by the value of n, where 33 is the value of the third quartile. The next is the lower edge. This is obtained from the lower class using the cumulative frequency column as a determinant. Then the result is reduced by 0.5. Then for the frequency value before, as the name suggests, this value is obtained from the frequency column before the lower edge determining value. Then for the frequency value, this is obtained from the frequency column, the value of which is parallel to the cumulative frequency value as the previous determinant. After getting all of this existing value, we will use the lower edge value formula, which is added to the difference between the quartile class and the previous cumulative frequency, which is divided by the frequency. Then the result is multiplied by the class width. Then to obtain the decile value, I was tasked with obtaining the 8th decile value. The method is the same as obtaining the quartile value, except that the n value is different. The value is multiplied by 8 tenths. 8 is obtained from the 8th decile. Then to get percentile value, where I was assigned to get a percentile value of 33. What is different is that value of n is multiplied by 33 per 100. Because the percentile class value is different from deciles and quartiles, the lower limit per frequency and frequency values will naturally differ. The percentile class value is the determining factor in obtaining this value. Okay, that's all that I can explain for my Excel project. Thank you for watching and bye-bye!